Today we'll be showing you how to set up a server on Discord. Hey guys, it's Joel here with Make Tech Easier. Setting up a Discord server and then inviting your friends and family to join could be the perfect way to stay connected during the coming holiday season. In this tutorial, we create an account, deploy a server and client, set up various channels, and then invite people into the server to chat and share files. We will also take a quick dive into the permission system of Discord. We begin by visiting discord.com to create an account. Select the login button on the top right of the site, and just below the login section you'll find a register link. Click this, then add your email address, a username and a password. You'll also need to add your date of birth. Once the account is live, you'll be prompted to make a new server. A server is simply an online space that will be connected to specific individuals, and in the case of this one, you will be the owner. A typical Discord user might belong to even tens or even hundreds of servers, allowing them to take part in multiple communities from one single app. The server setup screen offers a selection of templates for common uses. Click the plus icon on the far left to launch the setup. There is a selection of templates, but we're going straight for create my own. Give your server an appropriate name. Remember, your users may belong to lots of servers, so it's good to be distinctive here. And upload an image or icon. If you don't do the latter, you'll end up with a boring circle with some initials in it. Now you're a server administrator. Exciting-ish. The server will finish with the option of inviting some users, and you can invite users individually, but the quicker option is to choose the invite via link option. This will give you a URL you can share with participants. If they already have Discord accounts, they'll be added to your server, and if they don't, they'll first be prompted to create an account of their own. Once your users have joined, they can take part in the default channels for text and voice, and also send you direct messages. The latter are accessible by looking under the Discord icon at the top of the narrow pane on the left. Select a user from the list to see your chat history. At the top of the chat history pane, you'll see icons to begin a voice or video call. View pinned, saved messages, or add extra participants to a group chat. Group chats retain their own history. Discord is great in a browser, but really comes to its own when it's running as an app. There are apps available for Windows, Linux, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. Find the software in your App Store or from the Discord website. There are apps available for all the major platforms including Linux. We installed through Ubuntu's software manager, and on the first run the software did a couple of updates, then requested our credentials. Once you've installed the software, you can accept its offer to provide desktop notifications. When you get new messages, they'll appear in your notifications drawer. The utility of something like Discord comes from being able to move conversations into specific channels, which can be open to all or only to particular users. To set up a channel, click the plus icon in the text channel section in the pane on the left. Provide a name and then set permissions, and your channel will be available to everyone on this server. By filtering communications into channels, you can keep conversations going without getting lost. You can restrict things to specific users. To do this, you need to first set up a role, add users to that role, then apply that role to a channel. Roles are managed in the settings. Select the server and use the arrow next to its title to open the menu, then choose server settings. Roles also allow you to keep some group conversations private. Click roles on the left to see your current roles. There should only be one, @everyone. Click the small plus icon next to the roles title and type in a new name on the right. You can then choose a highlight color for the role and set the permissions. There are a lot of permissions, and the defaults are only usually okay. However, we would recommend selecting manage messages so that other users can pin messages to channels, and manage emojis so that they can add their own custom emojis. Each role can have a complete set of permissions that override the default. Hit the save button to create the role. Next, head to the server settings and members page where you'll see a list of users. Click the plus icon next to the name to see a list of available groups. Choose the group to assign the user. You can access all groups as an administrator. There are lots of options available when you're managing a server. Finally, go back into your new channel settings, click on permissions and select the plus icon next to roles and members, and select your newly created role. To make the channel private, click on the @everyone role to turn off the read messages and send messages options. To make it invisible to non-members, scroll down the permissions for @everyone and ensure that read text channels and see voice channels is in the off position. To join more servers, when someone shares a server link with you, you can simply click it and join the server. It will appear in the list on the left. One tip, we would definitely recommend muting general notifications using the bell icon at the top right of the interface if you join any especially large or active servers. Selecting this will mean only messages that @you will be sent to your notifications. Now that you have finished setting up a Discord server, check out these bots to improve your Discord server. If you have trouble finding, migrating your family over, Zoom and Skype are good alternatives for doing video calls, but don't have the same channelized features. And Slack is good if you don't want the broader community features as well. Well, that's it from me. As always, if you love tech as much as we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn the bell on, and you'll be notified by our latest and greatest tech-savvy videos. See you next time.